Welcome to AI for You, the go-to podcast for higher ed professionals looking to integrate AI into their daily work. I'm your host, Brian Piper, the Director of Content Strategy and Assessment at the University of Rochester. Join me every other Thursday for practical uses of AI within higher education communications, marketing, and student engagement. We'll focus on ways to quickly integrate AI into your teams to increase your efficiency and effectiveness and help you optimize your workflows and processes. I'll interview experts and feature relevant use cases with the goal that every episode gives you at least one thing you can take away and start leveraging in your job today. AI for You is a part of the Enrollify Network, a robust collection of podcasts designed to help higher education professionals like you grow. Explore our other shows at enrollify.org. Enrollify is made possible by Element 451, the next generation AI student engagement platform helping institutions create meaningful and personalized interactions with students. Learn more at element451.com. Welcome to AI for You. We are coming to you live from the AMA Symposium for the Marketing of Higher Education. And today we are joined by Faton Sopa from Manaferra. Welcome to the show.
Hi, thanks for having me, Brian.
So you're the co-founder and CEO. Tell me a little bit about what your company does.
Yeah, so we are a higher ed SEO agency. We are specialized on search marketing, and we only work with higher education. So what we do is that we help them to get more students from search engines, the basic one.
Excellent. So I've been doing SEO since 1996, and that's one of my primary areas of focus in my full-time job. And I spend most of my time looking at search data, and there is so much conversation in the SEO space right now about how AI is impacting SEO and search in general. You want to talk a little bit about what we're looking at there?
Yeah, actually, we haven't seen such a disruption of the industry for more than 2 decades. Google direction has actually dominated the industry for quite a long time. And now we're seeing a disruption because we're seeing people changing behavior the way that they search, especially on prospective students. And now that journey, it started to look different. Google has kind of started to lose its momentum on this AI era, and AI are really playing quite a huge role on that on the student journey. Because if you if you see how these search engines used to work, basically is that you had a query. For example, it might be the best results for business. And then you had to scan through search, and then you have to click on those results, and then you have to consume content on all these pages to understand, to find the answer that you're looking for. While now on AI, you still may ask the same question, but you have AI that gives you all these answers and this research for you. So while marketeers, higher ed marketeers in the past, they have multiple touch points for students, and they could influence the teaching process throughout this process here. Now all this information is given to them by AI. However, for those marketeers that are adapting very fast, this is a great opportunity because while you might see a decline on the traffic and visibility on search engines, you might have more visits from the AI, and those visits tend to be more qualified because they already done that research. And we actually expect to have better quality of traffic and lower conversion rates now with AI.
So it's interesting. I know we're looking a lot at the traffic we're getting from social search as well, and we're starting to target more featured snippets for targeting voice search, and featured snippets seem to relate to how you show up for some LLM engines. So we're starting to see some, positive improvement there, but a lot of those are 0-click searches where they're going to get the information and not necessarily click through to your site. But we see that as it's still reputation, it's still brand awareness that you're building with those results. So I think SEO has even more importance and relevance now because not only do you want to create, content that indexes well, but you want to create content that's very valuable and very specific to your audience so that any AI generated content that's out there doesn't rank higher than your authentic, .edu content.
Yeah, I mean, now it's not enough to optimize for search engines only. I mean, yeah, you need to optimize for the end user and search engines. By search engines, I mean Google, because they are still dominating the market. But you now need to be more cautious about how you structure the content, how well the website is optimized, so that those generative AI search engines or those AI tools, when they come to your website, is your content structured? Is your content digestible? Because AI tools tend to give more priority to the content in the websites that they understand better. And the way that you can make them understand better is by structuring the content in a good way, make it digestible, and making sure that those AI engines are actually finding, crawling, and understanding the website. Because the AI engine optimization actually is coming. And if you're losing that kind of visibility and traffic from search engines, you can gain a part of that through optimizing for AI.
Yeah, absolutely. And, even just as EDUs, we have a little bit more domain authority, which helps us rank higher. So hopefully we'll be able to stay above some of that AI generated content that we're going to start seeing flooding all of the internet. But I think there are so many other levers you can switch, like from a technical SEO with, making sure that your page speed is fast and that, you're using schema if you've got certain type of content that you're delivering. And even the like information architecture of your site. I know we're doing a lot of like pillar page constructing and stuff like that, trying to be able to show Google that we have this breadth of knowledge across all our digital landscapes, because higher ed tends to be very siloed and very fractured. So I think those pillar pages help show, help pull some of that content together.
Yeah. And on top of that, AI engines tend to give more priority to the website that they trust and they are credible into them. And one of the ways that you can be more credible and trustful to search engines, especially AI engines, are apart from having content, having tech check information, fresh information, as well, what is your authority of your website? What other sources are matching to you? So link building and digital PR is still relevant now on the era of the AI. It's even more important because those tools are going to actually check your presence on other websites and how relevant, accessible are them. So we as SEOs now have more work to do on optimizing not only our website, but as well as other websites and the presence of our website on the internet. So we can make sure that those AI engines are picking up all answers when a future student is asking something that we are able to answer.
Absolutely. So we know that this technology is changing quickly. We always hear people, we've heard people for years say that SEO is dead. Every time I turn around, someone else is saying SEO is dead. And it's still, right, it's still here. It's still relevant. But I think it's changing more now than it ever has, or at least more quickly than it ever has. What do you think the future of AI development and AI search, what do you think, what impact do you see that having on SEO, and what do you think institutions need to be thinking about now to make sure they're prepared for the future of search?
Yeah, so we're going to see less traffic from search engines, less visibility, and so less website traffic. But that is also a great opportunity for some of the universities who are be able to adapt very fast. There are going to be some that are not going to adopt and fall behind. Those universities and colleges are going to get hit potentially by top and middle of the funnel, but as well as conversions, especially these applications. So those universities are able to adapt not only to optimize their websites and SEO of content and everything for AI, but as well as how good they are to utilize AI to optimize their internal processes. and make their work more efficient and probably introduce changes faster than they used to do and make it better.
What are some of the ways that you're using AI to help you with SEO optimization or help you with figuring out what you should optimize on your pages to be, more strategic?
Yeah. So AI for us, as for many others, has been a game changer. We've utilized AI for quite some time, from strategy to content, the technical down the building. It has helped us a lot to do better and faster content updates on the websites, where we gather information from user access and watch, and then Google Search Console, and then we feed it to AI, and then it is able to actually find recommendation better about what should you do with certain pages, like deleting them, updating them, merging, whatever. And we have been using our Knowledge Hub to train the model. And it is becoming better and better every time that we use it. We're also using it for content briefs. So now we are able to produce more content briefs faster and better. However, our content editors and strategists check and work on top of every content piece that is written, also structured by AI, and especially the brief. So it is very important to have a human touch on every output that AI generates, so that we make sure that it does not have bias. The information there are correct, and things actually make sense, because AI is still a tool, and we need to make sure that there is a human touch on top of everything that AI does, because we're going to need some time until AI comes to a point where we need less overseeing it. So it's still a new technology that we are adapting, but I'm quite sure that there is nowhere where it's going to be for the next 3 years. And we have no idea where it's going to lead us. So we are trying to adapt ourselves as fast as we can, and actually help our clients adopt this. We have many clients who actually have their marketing teams inside, and then we help them with strategy, and we are helping them with custom activities as well. And so far, it has been very helpful for them, but as well for us.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for your time today and for coming on the show and sharing some of your insights. If people want to get in touch with you, what's the best way for them to do that?
LinkedIn, Faton Sopa, and email faton.sopa@manaferra.com.
Fantastic.
Thanks for having me, Brian.
Thank you, Faton. Have a great day. Thank you for listening to another episode of AI for You. I hope you found at least one useful thing you can take away and start adding to your workflows and processes today. Remember, the key to making the most of AI is to keep experimenting, keep learning, and of course, keep creating. AI for You is a part of the Enrollify podcast network. If you like this podcast, chances are you'll like other Enrollify shows too. Our podcast network is growing by the month, and we've got a plethora of marketing, enrollment, and higher ed technology shows that are jam-packed with stories, ideas, and frameworks, all designed to empower you to become a better higher ed professional. Our shows help higher ed professionals find their next big idea and feature a selection of the industry's best as your hosts. Learn from Artis Kadu, Day Kibbles, Shane Baglini, and so many other of your favorite leaders in higher ed. Enrollify is made possible by Element 451, the next generation AI student engagement platform, helping institutions create meaningful and personalized interactions with students. Learn more at element451.com.